In the past few days, we've had some exciting updates. Developers are testing a new team setup with Mavuika and the Pyro Traveler. There's an increase coming to the elemental and physical DMG bonus cap, and preload data might be shrinking by 3 times. So let's take a closer look at all these new details. First up, we've got some news from Flying Flame. The developers are testing a new team setup with Mavuika, Citlali, Chasca, and the Pyro Traveler. Right now, it looks like Chasca is the main damage dealer, taking the on-field DPS role. This means she'll be the one dealing most of the damage directly in fights. So, Mavuika, Citlali, and the Pyro Traveler will likely help from the sidelines. We already know that Citlali has some kind of elemental shield and off-field cryo application. With strong shields, you might not even need a healer, so Citlali will likely contribute to team sustain. Mavuika could add extra pyro damage or apply pyro, depending on her kit. And the Pyro Traveler might add some extra utility or elemental power, though we don't yet know if they'll provide healing. Usually, when the Traveler arrives in a new region, they quickly gain that region's element. But this time, it's different. We've been in Natlan for a while now, and we still don't have a Pyro Traveler. Instead, it looks like the Pyro Traveler will be introduced only in version 5.3. Interestingly, there's already talk about the Pyro Traveler being incredibly strong, with some comparing their power to the Harmony Trailblazer in Honkai Star Rail. In the tested team, Chasca takes the role of the main on-field DPS, while Mavuika and the Pyro Traveler likely provide off-field pyro support and elemental synergy. Citlali is expected to add shielding for extra protection. Next up, we have news about the elemental and physical damage bonus cap going up. HomDG Cat, a source with a good track record, says this cap will go from 300% to 400% in version 5.2. Cap at 300% means that if a character has bonuses totaling more than 300% for either elemental or physical damage, only up to 300% of that bonus will count towards their damage calculation. Anything above 300% won't add more damage. With the update raising this cap to 400%, players can now build even higher damage bonuses, so characters with already high elemental or physical damage bonuses will be able to reach a new level of damage potential. So characters like Hu Tao, Ayaka, and Ganyu, who rely heavily on their elemental skills and bursts, are likely to see a noticeable increase in their potential. As the cap increases, new possibilities for maximizing damage emerge, and with characters like Chasca and Mavuika on the way, this adjustment could really let them shine in their own teams. Last, but definitely not least, we have some great news from Hakushin. The developers are testing a compression mechanism that's designed to shrink preload data by 3 times its current size. That means, for instance, a preload file that's usually around 3.8 gigabytes could be compressed down to just 1.2 gigabytes. This kind of data reduction has huge implications. For players with limited storage or slower devices, it can make Genshin Impact more accessible and responsive, as it won't take up as much space or take as long to load. It also hints that the developers are committed to improving the overall user experience, especially with big updates that often bring massive amounts of new data. While we don't have a set timeline on when this will roll out, it's exciting to think about the potential for faster load times and smoother gameplay. Here's a wrap-up of everything we've covered today. A lot of exciting changes that could shake up Genshin in big ways. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are you most excited about pulling for these new characters? Drop a comment and let me know. And of course, a huge thanks for watching. Save up to 20% on Nahida and Hu Tao banners on lootbar.gg. All you need is your UID and server. The link is in the description.